Alrighty, so, sorry, mic's not very close, but we had the live stream last night, and they already have dev notes in the morning, so very busy for me, I guess. Either way, I put the dog on the bed just so that way you could see him, because I know he hasn't been in a whole lot of recent videos. His ball fell off the bed already, so he'll probably jump down at some point in the near future. But either way, let's go over these dev notes because I don't know. I wasn't really expecting dev notes because I feel like it wasn't too long ago that we already had the one where they were talking about 4 nights and everything. So I don't think this is going to be anything super informative, but you never know, I guess. So obviously, disclaimer: it's just going to be a bunch of talking and everything. I guess if you want to see him, he's here. Who knows for how long? But yeah, either way, we're just gonna go through the whole thing. There he goes. All right, whatever. All right, greeting nights. Wasn't that long ago since we released our New Year's dev notes, and already it's the end of February. Spring is coming, and we hope it brings with it new and better opportunities. In this dev note, we will discuss the 7 Deadly Sins 3rd Anniversary Festival perks, events, and upcoming content. One of the events being the special thank you draw. As a thank you to all of our knights, the special draw event, including the pickup and step-up draws, will provide players a whopping total of 264 draws for free. So, I don't know that they've actually shown it on global or not, like the global patch notes or anything like that, but if you watch the JP live stream or anything like that, not only are we getting the free banner that's in the game right now that we're getting the little free draw tickets for, but there's also another banner, I think, that's supposed to start after that banner ends, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not exactly sure who's going to be on it or anything. The ticket was silhouetted out. It looked like it was the same ticket, but I'm not exactly sure on that. Who knows? Maybe that banner will be better because the first free banner's not super good. It doesn't have a whole lot of like good units on it or anything like that, but free units nonetheless, I guess, so you can't complain too much. But either way, by logging in daily during the first half of the festival, knights will receive tickets that can be used to draw up to 154 times on the special thank you Part 1 pickup draw. In the second half of the festival, we will have a special thank you Part 2 draw, a step-up draw from which knights will be able to draw up to 110 times. The fact that it's less leads me to believe that this will be a better banner, like it'll be a better free banner. I'm not exactly sure on that. Knights will be able to receive draw tickets as rewards by participating in each of the festival's second half events. Being a step-up draw, knights are guaranteed to draw heroes once reaching certain steps. Okay, so it sounds like it's going to be more like one of the old school free banners where you get like an SSR at like 3, 5, 7, something along those lines, 3, 5, 7, 10 maybe. Which is pretty good. A lot of those were like actually pretty good banners. I guess it just depends on the unit selection, of course. In an effort to help our knights level up their accounts, the heroes in the special thank you draws will be provided as you are level 90, so even the second draw will be. That's kind of nice. So make sure to enjoy the festival and grow your account by acquiring various heroes. Now let's look into some future content and upcoming changes. So my biggest problem is that a lot of the characters, I mean, I guess it makes sense. My biggest gripe with the new Mayel banner was that they put a bunch of coin shop characters on that nobody cares about. But at the same time, they talk about wanting to put older characters on some banners to help people who are newer to the game who haven't gotten those characters, which is understandable. But coin shop characters are in the coin shop all year around. So if they put just old school characters on the banner, I wouldn't care. But they're putting characters that you can already acquire throughout the year, which is annoying. So the free banner definitely has characters that aren't in the coin shop, and they're not good characters by any means, but hey, it matches the criteria there, so it is what it is. But I'm interested to see what the second banner has in store. Final boss battle returns. Okay, so this might be pretty good. Previously, the final boss battle has been seen some significant changes with increased difficulty and a new reward system since the introduction of the 4 Archangels final boss update. However, since then, many knights have expressed that they want to have the previous final boss battle system back. Have we? I mean, I think the new system's pretty good, but you just need to make it to where the challenge coins aren't a thing. because the challenge coins really lock a lot of players out of good rewards. The old system was very... I don't know about that. As the 4 Archangels have been... have had 3 final boss battles with the recent Ludociel final boss battle. For future updates, we plan on bringing back final boss battles which have yet to return, or ones whose return has been long overdue. So I don't know why it took this long for you to realize that people want to get old school final boss outfits and everything. Hopefully the outfits are still available, because you've reran a couple of final bosses at this point and you couldn't even get the outfits for them, which was stupid. I don't know, but that's cool that they're gonna rerun old ones, I guess. They should have already been doing that, I think. We have listened to the player feedback and plan on providing players with a new opportunity to challenge final boss battles such as the Ten Commandments final boss battles, and other predating the release of the 4 Archangels final boss battles. So, I mean, the Ten Commandments ones were like the middle series. Like, they did the 7 Deadly Sins final bosses first, and I think those are the ones that a lot of people are really missing. So hopefully they do those, because I know a lot of people really like the Demon Meliodas outfit. People really like the Liz outfit that comes with it. You know, Bond's final boss outfit's pretty cool and everything. I don't know. It's been a while since the Sins final bosses have come back, but hey, whatever. The Ten Commandments final boss last seen in July 2022, and the 7 Deadly Sins final boss battles last seen in January 2021, so it has been longer, will be making their return in the near future. Players will also be able to acquire unique final boss costumes by participating in the final boss battle. So I'm assuming that is good. That is what they mean. They're gonna bring back the costumes that were for their respective ones. I don't imagine they're gonna do anything new or unique for people who already have it. It's probably just gonna be purely like rerun kind of content, if I had to guess, but who knows. Moving forward, we plan on bringing new and returning final boss battle rotations in the future updates. We think this is a good opportunity for knights who have not managed to get the event costumes at the time to receive these exclusive costumes. So yeah, that is good. So make sure not to miss out on these updates or upcoming final boss battles. Ranking match schedule changes. So this, if I'm not mistaken, this is for Guild Wars stuff. So I have no idea what they're going to be talking about. After requesting your feedback in the dev notes, we have used it to guide our decision on how ranking matches will be operated in the future. No, actually, this might be top 100. It has been decided to reduce the ranking match period from 3 weeks to 2 weeks to prevent fatigue, so that's good. These changes will take place starting from March and will be explained in more detail in the future notices. So I don't know if that means in March we're going to get a new top 100 character, or if they're going to be rerunning a top 100 character, but that could be pretty interesting. Top 100 is absolute agony and 100% not worth doing, considering that the characters that you get from it are literally just trophies. They're actually terrible units, so not 100% sure on that. But yeah, I guess it's cool that they're doing changes, because it is miserable. So cool. Additional changes and improvements. That's what I like to hear. Lastly, let's look over some additional changes and improvements currently in the works. Brawl shop improvements. Can we get a PvP shop improvement, please? The PvP shop is abysmal. But I do like Brawl, so I'll take this. The current Brawl shop operates in a tier system where knights must use points to purchase items, and items must reach a certain purchase count for other items, higher tier shops, to become available. Correct. However, items have varying costs, and for more costly items, purchasing them slows down purchase count accumulation progress, forcing players to purchase items that they do not currently need just to meet the purchase count requirement in an inefficient manner. I can agree with that. Sometimes I have to go back and buy like 5-star awakening stones, even though I really don't need them, just so that way I can push the bar even further. But I didn't really think it was like that big of an issue that they would need to rework it, to be honest, but I'll take the rework, I guess. In order to improve this issue, we plan on changing the system so that varying tier shops will become available after a certain amount of points rather than purchasing a certain amount of items. In addition, we plan to adjust the availability of certain items up for purchase and their cost in the Brawl shop. Okay, so cool, whatever. It's not really that important, to be honest. I didn't really think that needed to be updated, but it's an update. Skill search option improvements. Faster and more efficient hero skills and FX search tools are needed as much as more and more heroes with varying skills are released, we are currently working on making these search option improvements available in the future. That's cool. Honestly, we have a huge roster of characters at this point, so it would be nice to be able to find them a lot easier. But more often than not, I feel like I know my box pretty well, at least up until, like, the way that I have my box organized, at least. I normally know where to find most of my characters at this point, but when you're, like, putting a team together and stuff like that, it changes the order a little bit, and so, like, all of your level 100 characters are at the top first or whatever. I mean, you might be able to even sort it in that regard as well, but I just haven't really looked into that. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, the more characters we have, and the more even your box gets, to where, like, you have, like, if I had all my characters in my box level 100, it would be kind of a hassle, like, going through and scrolling through every single character when I'm trying to put a team together. So I don't really use that search function too often, but it is helpful from time to time when I'm like, hey, am I missing, like, somebody who has a stance cancel skill by chance or something like that? So, I mean, I'll take it. You know, it is what it is. Number 3, adding the option to restart during battles. Okay, so that's actually kind of an interesting one. Currently, players are able to retry various stages by either clearing them or forfeiting. This creates an additional inconvenience for players that may have to reload and enter the battle again. As there are many strategy-based PvE contents in the game which require players to start over, we are working on improving quality of life by enabling players to restart during battles in an easier way. So the first thing that comes to mind when they say this is the Super Awakening Coin Dungeon for me. With the Super Awakening Coin Dungeon, if you don't drop a chest on Phase 1, I immediately quit out, so that way I can guarantee that I at least get 2 Super Awakening coins on each run, which is still abysmal. I really wish they would just make it to where it was guaranteed to drop a chest on Phase 1. But the fact that you might be able to just, you know, because the Super Awakening coin is a timed content, you have to use a key to get into it, so you have a limited amount of runs. On top of that, you have a time limit to meet. Being able to just hit escape, or, you know, just right click on the PC or whatever it is and open the menu and restart the stage could potentially be better, as long as it doesn't take up one of my runs, of course, because if it does that, then it completely negates the whole process that I was going for. But that could be kind of nice. Maybe Demonic Beast Battle resetting would be kind of nice. Sometimes you get a bad passive, or you know that your character is going to die in the next turn because it got too low or something like that. That could be kind of nice, honestly. In this short dev note, we have introduced some of the events for our 3rd anniversary festival, as well as touched a little bit on the future contents and updates. We are still working hard on organizing the rest of the update portions for this year, which were mentioned in our previous dev note, and therefore we're not able to bring you updates regarding that. In our next dev notes, we will share more info on these updates as soon as they are finalized, to make sure to look out for that. We will continue to work hard and improve, and provide you with the best experience possible for the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Thank you. So honestly, not too crazy of a dev note. Really nothing super big or anything. Of course, I mean, we're already getting free draws, but we knew that if you already watched the JP stream. Of course, this is the first time I guess Global is even hearing of it, because it wasn't in the actual patch notes for Global. But we are getting a second free banner on Part 2, which is nice. They're all at level 90, which is good, I guess, because some of those characters are really bad and you don't want to power them up. They have no uses, which is bad in its own right. I wish they would rework old characters or just buff them up or something to make them useful, but it doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen. The fact that they're finally guaranteeing that final bosses are going to be returning with their old outfits is pretty cool, because I know a lot of people complain about that whenever we get new ones. They're like, I just want some of the old ones. Or like we get a rerun for like the final boss trio where it's like Griamore, and then we'll get the Taizu one every once in a while and everything, and people are like, who cares? Like, who actually cares about this? But yeah. Top 100 change is kind of nice. Additional improvements are pretty decent, I guess. Nothing super crazy, but honestly, I can't really complain. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little longer. It was just me talking, so I understand if you just kind of put it on the background or something like that. But yeah, thanks so much for, you know, sticking around to the end. Feel free to subscribe and all that good stuff if you're new. And I will see you guys later. See ya.